Hey Libra, how you doing this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your bonus reading, the weekend bonus reading. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that right now. Anyways, this one's going to be for July 4th to July 6th, so your 4th of July weekend. I am going to do it a little different this week. I'm going to just do a Celtic cross and see what comes out, what you need to know for the weekend, or what's coming towards you. At the bottom, I'll still pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, just to give you some more insight. And that is the whole deal. Okay, let's see. This one is for my Libras. Oops, give me cards. Libra. Okay, Libra. Alrighty, where are we at? What you got to start with? Your situation. 5 of Cups. Okay, Libra, 5 of Cups is all about a sense of loss and regret. So obviously something has transpired that has left you feeling these emotions, right? Something has happened that you are trying to wade through some heavy emotional stuff to get to the other side. You are feeling for some reason somewhat, I don't know if I want to use the word blame, but there's something here where you do have regret towards a situation. And it is definitely something where you are experiencing a sense of loss, okay? Something here that was once, your focus is no longer here or the same as it once was, right? Okay, so that is what we have for the overall situation. What is the obstacle? The 2 of Cups. So you feel as though a divine union that you had in your life at one time is no longer there, and for some reason you feel some responsibility or guilt towards it no longer being there. Okay. I mean, that's pretty cut and dry. It is what it is. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship or whatever kind of situation it is, okay? What it means in the end is this is somebody who is destined to come into your life to teach you lessons and you them. Obviously, the 2 of you came together. There was heavy emotion involved in this dynamic, and now it seems as though this dynamic has changed at the very least, and possibly it's no longer part of your life, so you are feeling a sense of loss and regret, okay? That's all cut and dry. We got that. Okay. What do you need to focus on? The Knight of Pentacles. For some reason, it feels as though you are holding yourself back from moving forward with this, meaning it's time for you to get out of this constant feeling of hurt and move forward. But it's almost like you're not letting yourself get out of it. I don't know if there is a heavy feeling of guilt here, and that's why you're holding yourself there. That's what it feels like. It feels like for some reason you feel as though you deserve this, or you feel as though this is, I don't know, this is penance for something else you've done, or it's something along those lines. So it's like it's time for you to move out of this emotion. It's time for you to go forward, and you're not allowing that to happen, is what it feels like, okay? There's a fear about moving forward. I don't know why. I mean, if where you're at sucks as much as it looks like it sucks, then why would you, I mean, moving forward's got to be better, right? But this is something you've grown very used to, it feels like. You found some kind of comfort in this pain for some reason. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's what I'm getting. All right, what do you need to leave behind? The Knight of Swords. Okay, so possibly the reason why you are staying in this pain is you are searching for some sort of clarity. There's something here that you want to get clarity on. There's a truth you're looking for, or a truth that you feel you know, but you want some sign of proof. You want to be able to prove that you're right about something. Possibly you are being viewed in a way that you feel is unfair, so you're trying to prove your whatever, your innocence or your side of things. Whatever it is, that's what you need to leave behind, because it's not serving you to do this. Either the people you're trying to prove your innocence to really don't matter in the grand scheme of things, so you're wasting time, or there's not really a way to make this come out the way you want it to as far as the clarity goes. Possibly you need to be more honest with yourself about whatever's taken place and understand that maybe you're not as much in the right as you want to be, or something. I don't know. There's a clarity you're looking for here that is a waste of time, is what they're saying. You need to leave it behind. Okay? All right. What is your strength? Your strength is Justice, which is your card anyway, so you are standing in your power. That's part of your strength. The rest is the fact that justice will play out here. So if you are on the right side of justice, which it appears you are right here, it means that you've already taken accountability for what you've done wrong. You've already paid for that. So the only justice left to play out is for the scales to be balanced out in your favor, basically. And this is going to happen whether you want it to or not, okay? Scales are going to be balanced. That's how this works. So that is your strength here. What do we got in the near future? I've got the Eight of Pentacles. I've got you managing to find something else to be totally invested in. You were 100% invested in this situation we're talking about right here at one time. But it's done. I feel like the situation is long done. Like it's already done, packed up, out, gone, okay? And you're still holding yourself in this pain. But you are going to find something else to be totally invested in, it's saying. And that will help carry you out of this, I suppose. Okay, what is the advice? The Sun. The advice is to allow yourself to be happy, okay? It's something that only you can do, is allow yourself to be happy. Okay, what is the atmosphere? Three of Cups. There's an atmosphere of celebration, but you have to allow yourself to be part of it, okay? There's really something here about you holding yourself in this pain. I don't know. Okay, what do we have here? What is your greatest fear? The Ten of Cups. So you're fearing some kind of an emotional fulfillment. You're fearing that you're going to find happy emotional fulfillment. I don't know if that is because you don't think you deserve it, or possibly what just came into your mind is you want somebody to see you suffer because you feel like it will make them suffer. Okay? So possibly you don't want to move out of this. You want to be almost the victim in some ways. You want somebody to see you suffering so that they can be looked down upon from putting you in that position. I know that's crazy, but that's what just came into my mind. So this is like you don't want to be happy right now because you don't want them to think that you've managed to move on, because you want them to pay for whatever that you feel they've done to you, or you feel that you're... Yeah. Okay, what is the outcome? I've got the Two of Swords. The outcome is a decision that needs to be made, that there is a ton of uncertainty and confusion around. The confusion is there because you refuse to take the blindfold off and see things for what they are, and that is inhibiting your ability to make the decisions that need to be made here. Okay then. All right, Libra. All right, let's see. What do we got for Friday? I've got the King of Pentacles. I got 3 cards. Didn't want 3. Got them anyways. What do I got? 7 of Swords, the Lovers, and the King of Pentacles. So you are in boss energy on Friday. There is a love situation here. Somebody that you cared very deeply for, but you do not trust this person or the situation with them. So then you can't really have a situation, is what it's saying. You would love to be able to rewind everything and go back in time and be able to start over. You cannot do that either. So if you cannot trust this person, then there is no way to really move forward with it, is what it's saying. Okay, Saturday, you've got the High Priestess and the Page of Cups. With the High Priestess, there are secrets, a good deal of them, both on your part and the other person's part. This is the person over here that we're talking about, the one that's in this whole thing. The two of you are being incredibly immature and unrealistic when it comes to looking at this situation from a grounded standpoint. There is a huge lack of distrust and dishonesty on both of your parts, okay? So you guys have built what was once good into a toxic relationship that looks pretty much in tatters at this point. Sunday, we've got the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Yeah, you feel left out in the cold and you're very defensive. I get the feeling so is the other person involved in this situation. I think you two are pretty much mirroring each other. This is a situation that may have held great promise at one point. At this point, the two of you have worked tirelessly to have a tit-for-tat situation that has built this into a toxic nightmare, it looks like. Sorry, that's just the way I see it. But at any rate, you're going to get past it. That much I feel quite certain of. And that's going to be a good day when you get past it. Things are going to work out. So go make the best of this weekend. No matter what the cards say, you make it the best you possibly can. I'll be back on Sunday with weekly readings. I'm here every morning with the daily energy check-in. It's going to be okay. Okay? Things happen. It's going to be okay. You just got to keep putting one foot in front of the other until you get there. That's how it goes. All right. Thanks for everything.